Welcome everybody to this video. I'm going to be talking about surface area of 3D shapes. So let's start by talking about the agenda for this video. We're going to start by talking about the objective and the big idea. Then we'll dive into the new material with some practice, and then I'll leave you guys for the independent practice IXLs. So the objective. Students will find the surface area of 3D shapes. Okay. And remember, the unit by big idea is area and volume. So in this lesson, we're going to cover 5 different 3D shapes. Each one of them has a formula for calculating surface area. So the shapes are going to be prisms, cylinders, pyramids, cones, and spheres. And the big idea is that surface area is the sum of the areas of the 2D flat surfaces that compose the 3D shape. So for example, on this prism, if you look at the top is actually a hexagon, and each of the sides are actually rectangles. So if we find the area of the rectangles, find the area of the hexagons, add them together, that will be our total surface area. So that's the basic idea that we're going to use for all of the shapes. So let's start with prisms. Now a prism is like this one where it has one base and it's kind of extended or elongated out. So in this example, we've got one triangle, two triangles, this square, and then a bottom rectangle. And this face right here could actually be any shape. It doesn't necessarily have to be a triangle. Now let's find the area of each of these pieces. And remember, the area for a triangle is going to be 1/2 base times height, and the area for a square or for a rectangle is just going to be base times height. Find all these areas together. We add up all of our numbers here, 192, 192, 400, 400, and 480, and we get a total of 1,664. That's going to be in inches squared. All right, for pyramids, like prisms, you need to find the area of all the sides and then add them together. So on this one, we've got a square base pyramid, and then each of the sides is going to be a triangle. So we find the area of each of those things using the formulas from before, add them all up, and we're going to get area of 3 inches squared. Cylinders are kind of like prisms, except they've got a curved surface. Now the area for a circle, because the top is a circle, the bottom is a circle, is just going to be pi r squared. Okay. The area for the side, well, the side's a rectangle, and one of the sides of the rectangle is the height of the cylinder, 15. The other one is actually going to be the circumference, which is going to be equal to 2 pi r. Now remember, this is giving us the diameter, so r is going to be half of that, so r is 14. If we put that together, two circles, 1, 2, and this rectangle, it comes together in this formula. 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. And our example here would be a equals 2 pi times my r is 14 squared plus 2 pi 14, and then my height is 15. Calculate all that out where you let pi equals 3.14, and you get 2,549.68 yards squared. Sorry, there's a decimal right there. All right, the last two shapes, sphere and cone, the formulas are not so easily explained, but we're going to use them as they are. Okay, so surface area of a sphere is going to be 4 pi r squared. So for example, here's my radius. Remember, r equals radius. So this one's going to be 4 times pi times 9 squared, and that's going to be approximately 1,017.36 centimeters squared. A cone is actually got two formulas. They're really the same formula, but with given different information. So in this one we've given h, this one we're given L. So L is going to be called the lateral, the side length here, the sloped one. This one is going to be our height, and of course this one is going to be our radius. So depending on what we're given, if we're given height and radius, we would use 3 and 4. If we're getting radius and L, we would use 3 and 5. we will get the same answer no matter what. So I'm just going to go ahead and use this one. Pi times r, which is 3, times r again, plus L, which is 5. All that's going to give me 75.36 centimeters squared. And if I did this again with this formula, I would actually get the same exact answer. All right, so those are the material that you need to know. Here are the IXLs that you need to work on, T2, T3, and T4. If you need help, please send me an email with a question or join me during my office hours on Zoom, and you're welcome to ask me a question there. Thank you and good luck.